Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, January 28th, National Data Privacy Day, National Blueberry Pancake Day. Ooh, that sounds good. National Gift of the Ladybug Day. Okay.
Gift of the ladybug.
Yeah. National Have Fun at Work Day. I do that every day. National Kazoo Day. Oh, hey, nice. National Seed Swap Day. Then, Sunday, the 29th of January, National Corn Chip Day and National Puzzle Day. All of those things happening this weekend. And I have a doctor joining me today, Heidi.
Okay.
Dr. David Friedman has a new book. Came out tail end of last year. It's called Funny Bones. Going to chat with the good doctor about his book. Maybe I'll see if we can get him to make us laugh a little bit. That's coming your way here in just a bit. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. In a recent survey of culinary aficionados, they sought to determine the best cookie available to buy in stores. The cookie lovers ranked them on features.
That's a tough
including,
call.
What would you say right now? Smell, size, and
Okay,
taste.
well, smell. Okay, but this
Store-bought
is
cookies.
tough because it's different for everybody. Do you want them to be soft and taste like home?
Well, the eventual winner, Oreos. Yeah.
Okay.
No matter how you eat them, they say they're always good. They're the only cookie in the world that will satisfy you when they're fresh or when they're stale, when they're frozen or when they're not. They say it is a holy trinity. They are God's cookies.
What about Milanos?
Those are good.
Those don't
you
go
point at me.
stale.
You know what? I'm a fan. You put a cookie in front of me and I'm going to eat it.
This is true.
I mean, even a
This is true
bad
for both
cookie
of us is a good cookie.
It's still pretty damn good cookie.
That's right.
All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know about 1/3 of murders committed in the United States go unsolved? Yeah, a third. It's been a more recent development. 50 years ago, the clearance rate, referring to the percentage of murders that ended in an arrest, was over 90%. What happened? According to the FBI, the rate has lowered because the standards for arrest have gone up. DNA technology is more precise. And there has been an increase in a, quote, no snitch culture, leading to fewer arrests.
Oh, geez.
So we got all this technology. So when we have the data and we have the evidence, it's easier to convict them. But if you don't have that, it's like you can't do anything.
Right, your hands are tied.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You'd think that it's all getting better, but it kind of sounds like maybe it's not. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Arnold Schwarzenegger has reportedly signed a deal to write a new motivational book. The 75-year-old action star previously opened up about his years in the spotlight in the 2012 memoir Total Recall, My Unbelievably True Life Story. Now he signed on to put pen to paper again. James Bond star Rami Malek is lining up to return to TV to play movie legend Buster Keaton. Here's the thing I got to say. Because in this story, they mentioned that he was in James Bond. They mentioned he was in Mr. Robot. They don't mention Night at the Museum. He was in that. They don't mention Bohemian Rhapsody, where he was Freddie Mercury and did an amazing job. So I think it's weird that the ones that they picked to mention. And finally, the force is strong with Mondo and Grogu. Did I say that right? New trailer for the third season of Disney's hit show, The Mandalorian, broke several records in the first 24 hours when it dropped during the NFL wildcard playoff game January 16th. I've got a link to all of that so you can check my spelling. I'm sure I got it wrong. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I've got some fun IQ questions for you, Heidi.
Okay.
These took the internet by storm a few years ago. They're tricky. A bat and a ball cost $1.10 in total. The bat costs cost 10. The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? A bat and a ball together, $1.10. The bat is $1 more than the ball. How much would the ball cost?
So the ball should have been 10 cents.
No, it was 5 cents because it was $1 more. So 5 cents plus $1.05 equals $1.10. If it takes 5 machines, 5 minutes to make 5 widgets, how long would it take 100 machines to make 100 widgets?
I am not doing this.
It would take 5 minutes to make 100 widgets. Because you've increased the number of machines. So that's why. And in a lake, there is a patch of lily pads. Every day, the patch doubles in size. If it takes 48 days for the patch to cover the entire lake, how long would it take for the patch to cover half of the lake? 48 days, it doubles in size every day. So it would take 47 days because then if it was covering half the lake, if it doubled in size to fill the whole lake, it would just take that one more day. See? By the way, the most commonly answered responses was 10, like Heidi said, for the very first question, 100 minutes for the second question, and 24 for the third question. So people get those wrong all the time. I didn't get them wrong. You know why?
Because you get the answers.
Exactly. I had the answers right here in front of me the whole time. All right, so maybe next time I'll give Heidi a thing where she can ask me questions. She'll go online and find something from like ancient China or something. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest is Dr. David Friedman. He's a chiropractor, but he's also the author of a new book that came out last year. It's called Funny Bones, True Tales from a Chiropractor That Will Crack You Up. Now, what made you decide to write this book?
Well, Hippocrates said food is medicine, and so I wrote a book on food. Then I read about this renowned surgeon, Dr. Mendelvey, in the 13th century, said, no, laughter's the best medicine. So I said, you know what, I'm going to write the ultimate LOL prescription called Funny Bones, and now I'm known as the only holistic doctor that still leaves his patients in stitches.
Nice. I love that. And your first book, Food Sanity. Now, the second one, Funny Bones. Now, you don't have to read the first one for the other one to make sense because they're kind of two completely different things, right?
Two completely, yeah. One's serious about, all the food, the diet, the trends, what are we supposed to eat? And then this one's more, fad diets are funny. Here's the funny part of it. So it's like a different spin. Much easier to read. The other one took me 6 years and thousands of scientific studies. This one has one scientific study in the beginning. I said, that's it. Now let's laugh.
Nice. I think that's good. Funny Bones, True Tales of a Chiropractor That Will Crack You Up. How long have you been a chiropractor?
Since 89, so 33 years. And these are all true tales from my office, whether it be wisecrack jokes, funny stories about elderly children to the hearing impaired. It's all fun and games. It's really a neat little ensemble, and patients are recognizing their stories, even though I changed the names to protect the hilarious.
Nice. And the thing is, you said laughter is the best medicine, and there is kind of some science to back that up too, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. I mean, like hundreds and hundreds of science I've found. You know, put away your echinacea tea and vitamin C. Laugh. There was a neat study by the Journal of Rheumatology that says laughter decreases inflammation, increases infection-fighting antibodies. There was a cool one by the International Journal of Molecular Medicine saying it decreases your risk of cancer. It actually eats cancer cells. International Journal of Cardiology said you can less chance of heart attack because it strengthens the arterial walls. But my favorite was the Vanderbilt University study says laughter burns calories. You can burn up to 40 calories per laugh. So forget counting how many steps you take every day. Forget counting calories. Count knock-knock jokes.
There you go. I like that. So I could lose weight just by laughing.
Just by laughing. But you know what? If food is medicine and laughter is medicine, try not to do the two together. You might choke.
Yeah, don't do that. You've got some fun celebrity patients that you work with, and do you have a favorite? And is there stuff that you can say? I know with the HIPAA laws, there's probably some things you can't share, but are there some fun stories you can share about some of the celebrity patients?
Yeah, there's so many of them. One of my favorite patients is John Travolta. We've become friends, and we go to movies, and he goes up and thanks the projection guy. I mean, who does that? I go, why'd you do that? Nice. He said, his job's just as important as the director that directs my movie, because nobody will see my movie if it's not for him. I don't even think of that guy up there. So that's kind of the person he is. A couple funny stories. But there's one that I love. It was the Meatloaf story. So he started with Patrick Swayze in the movie Black Dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a notice that he wanted to come in at the end of the day. So I let my office manager know I'll be staying late for Meatloaf. Well, she scratched her head and said, here at the clinic? And I said, yeah, be around 7 o'clock right after we close. And she said, you being such a health nut, I didn't know you were a fan. I said, yeah, I grew up in the 80s. Meatloaf was a big part of that decade. And my office manager, she replied, what's so great about plain old meatloaf? Obviously, she didn't know who it was. I said, let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning. She says, you can't tell me now? I said, oh, and also 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And with a look of frustration, she put her hand in the air and said, just forget I asked. I hope you have a good dinner.
Nice.
And she walked away.
She thought you were going to stick around and eat some meatloaf.
Meatloaf, she didn't know. I said, yeah, she had no clue who meatloaf was.
That is funny.
So that's one of my favorites.
Now, I see that you're also a bit of a prankster, but sometimes people pull pranks on you.
Yeah, the best prank on me was the late, great Robin Williams. So he wasn't his old talkative self. He points to his neck, he lays on his back, and I adjust his neck. And I felt this crunch in the bottom of his neck crunch. He falls to the ground. He starts mumbling, oh, you broke my neck. You broke my, I think you broke my neck. And he's going back and forth. And I'm like, holding my heart. Oh my God, what did I do to Robin Williams? No, you hear these horror stories. And then he put his mouth out. He had a peppermint in his mouth. He bit right as I did his neck. And he goes, gotcha.
That's
and,
awesome.
I mean, so after the fear wore off, there was tears rolling down my pants.
Nice. No, that is
was
awesome.
one.
What a fun story. Now, again, that goes back to laughter is the best medicine, I suppose. Dr. Friedman, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. I appreciate it a bunch.
Thank you for having me on the show. Laughs and giggles and snorts. Wishing you best.
Again, our guest has been Dr. David Friedman, and his new book, Funny Bones, came out the tail end of last year. True Tales from a Chiropractor that will crack you up. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Studies show that if you have not read an email in the first 24 hours after receiving it, there's a 99% chance you'll never read that email.
That's the truth.
And I believe Heidi's nodding over here because she deletes most of her emails.
I do. And I watch you, like, 6 months later, you're looking, I've got 10,000 emails.
I do.
I got to go through.
Right now, I literally have just over 10,000 emails again.
Yeah. So
I get 400 emails a day, and I go through, and so much of it is not stuff I need.
Junk.
Yeah,
Just mark it as spam.
But I'm
and do
afraid
away
to
with
delete
it.
things because then somebody will say, did you get my email? And then I look, I'm like, oh, I did. Yeah, I didn't even open it. Sorry. Hey, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
People cannot pass gas forcefully enough to propel themselves in zero gravity, which means they tried it. What? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In England, the Speaker of the House is not allowed to speak. We've said that before.
We have said
and
that.
we've said this before. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Monkeys floss their teeth.
We have said that before.
I'm pretty sure I got some facts we've read before. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. Around 30% of car owners have no idea that they should do this task. What is it?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Refill the washer fluid.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, of course you do it. Or if
What
you-
percentage don't know?
30%.
Holy
But here's
cow.
they probably take their vehicle in for a full service, and then when they're doing the oil
Oh,
change,
I
they fill
suppose
it.
they do it for them.
And they just think that it's magic. I don't know. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Young lady in Britain fell in love with a cat named Moose last year. Decided to give her a forever home. Forever. But the
We're not talking literally fell in love.
No, a 23-year-old Abigail Laker took Moose in for spaying, and the vet noted something strange. He asked if the cat always breathed so fast, as it could be something serious. Cats usually breathe at a rate of 15 to 30 breaths per minute. Laker says she began observing Moose and was having to rush her to the vet when it would be over 100 times a minute. Here's the good news. After spending $8,700 on tests.
Whoa!
And after a stressful period of several months and results that came in Abigail's words, a specialist vet ended up diagnosing Moose, saying, basically, Moose is just a bit weird, end quote.
After $8,700.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I
Weird
mean,
news. I love my dog, but
yeah.
$8,700?
that's what I'm saying too.
This is just crazy. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Expensive things that pay for themselves in the long run. A laser printer. They say that actually saves you money because you don't have cartridges anymore and it's less wasteful.
Okay.
Maybe we need one of those. I don't know.
You
Or
need
do-
something. Our printer is awful.
It is. Every time I try to print, it's not
It doesn't
connected.
work. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, guess I won't print this either. Hair cutting scissors. This is when my wife and I started dating. She wanted to learn to cut hair and wanted a pair of scissors. It cost $25. That's a lot of money for scissors. She offered that if I bought her the scissors, she'd cut my hair for free as long as we're together. 25 years later, she's repaid me over and over and over. A houseboat. Guy said I bought a 27-foot sailboat to live on because rent is outrageous. It costs $4,500, and to moor the thing at a marina is $170 a month. Rent for a studio apartment is $1,300 a month.
Right.
I save over $1,000 a month with the boat. It paid for itself in 4 to 9 months.
I bet it did.
And a bidet. It says not super expensive, but saves on toilet paper. I've used it for about a year, and I love it. So there you go. Several things that
We just installed one at our
are
home.
expensive but pay for themselves. I still am not quite there.
Yeah, it's taking some time.
Yeah, I don't know. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Jay Leno says, here's something you don't think about. How come you never see a headline like, Psychic wins lottery?
That is the truth.
You would think that would be every time there's a lottery. So,
Yep.
apparently, I'm being blocked for some reason. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Here's a headline. Father donates a kidney to a stranger after his teenage daughter is saved by a transplant. I love this. A father in Wales donated a kidney to a stranger. His daughter received a life-changing kidney from a donor. So Arfin Jones, 19, daughter of Seren Jones, became seriously unwell, ended up having both kidneys removed. She was on dialysis for about 10 hours every night until one day her family was informed a kidney has become available. She got the donor kidney in April. It was such a huge gift, they said. Without the kidney, I wouldn't be alive today, possibly, or I would certainly have to continue with 10 hours of dialysis. While her dad was, when she was waiting for the kidney, the dad signed up to become a living donor through NHS organ donation. Although he was not a match for his daughter, sadly, he still felt compelled to help somebody else.
Wow.
After she got her kidney, she was told that I could get off the living donor list, and, that's when he was like, I don't think I want to come off the list.
Yeah.
He said, I heard a voice telling me, there is someone else who needs your kidney. And I just felt like I needed to stay on that list. He had the procedure to remove his kidney in December. He was not told who would receive the kidney, but he was told that their health was improving. Said it felt like I'd given somebody quite a nice Christmas present, and it's nice to know that I'm healthy enough to donate a kidney, even though I'm almost 70. So
yeah, wow, that's
what a great story.
Fantastic.
I've got a link to the story if you'd like to read that. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.